How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to do a different video than I normally do. I wanted to talk about something exciting going on in town here in about a year and a half. If you've watched the last video, I mentioned that Formula One is coming to Las Vegas in 2023. What I wanted to do was do a rough track overview and drive around of what to expect and what you're going to see for the most part. So I'm going to do a full drive around what the course layout's going to be, minus some areas, and I'll explain that later in the video. Some parts of the track aren't built yet, and those areas are still closed off from any roads and whatnot. So wanted to show you all that and then kind of show you some detail in person. I know online there's been a couple of videos of a Google map or overview and those kind of things, but this is actually, I'll be driving my Ford Mustang and going around and showing you all that. And if you haven't already, please do me a huge favor and hit that like button down below. We're still doing the 1,000 subscriber merch giveaway. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel and follow our social media, and the links down below. It's the Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok. This is the shirt. This is M2 Motoring shirt. So that's all you gotta do. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna go ahead and give away some merch. And also thank you to all the new subscribers that have been coming in and all the current ones. We're already over the halfway mark for our giveaway. So let's get into this. Alright, I made it to part of the track. I'm gonna go ahead and start by saying this. There is constantly construction here in Las Vegas. And right here we are approximately at where turn 6 would be, but it's somewhere else on the map. It's not built yet, but I'll show you that in just a bit. We're technically at the transition of turn 8 and at the intersection of Las Vegas Boulevard and what is Sands is turn 9 before the main straight. Now I want to preface this by saying that I'm doing this video purely based on what I'm shown on the internet from Formula One and trusted sources that are out there, but I wanted to show you a in-person view of what the track would look like. As you can see, there's a lot of road construction here in Las Vegas. It's been like this since I moved up here. I've lived here since 2012 and never once have I seen the roads completely nice. So I hope the city of Las Vegas can get their act together and start fixing all of the plates, potholes, and everything else, which I obviously am sure they will for the event at the least. What it looks like 3 days after, I couldn't tell you. Can't promise anything, but As you can see, I didn't hear traffic crossing. There's plates everywhere. So they should be able to get that together. Again, this is turn 9 right before the main straight. And before anybody thinks I'm going to be speeding down the strip to get a more realistic speed of this, no. Cops here in Las Vegas don't play around with that at all, so not happening. Technically, we're right up on the 10th turn, which is a slight left curve. And from here all the way up until you see that building that's right behind the Bellagio sign, that is a Cosmopolitan. This is the quote-unquote high-speed straight, which is part of turn 10 also, but this is the most busy part of the strip, as you would say. So ideally, you'd want to get hotel rooms on either side of the strip that face the race, so at least you can see the cars flying by. If anybody has a hookup for the Cosmo, for the suites up there, let me know. I will gladly pitch in to get a sweet view from up there. But just driving this and knowing what I'm talking about right now with regards to Formula One, it's going to be an amazing sight to see, seeing the Bellagio fountain, seeing F1 cars just screaming down the street. It's pretty amazing. So super hyped and amped for this. A little bit of backstory on Formula One here in Las Vegas. The last time they were here was about 40 years ago. So hopefully the event goes very well and they want to do it more. I believe it's a great thing for the city. Yes, it creates tourism and traffic, and I think it's just great for motorsports in the US in general, since that's something that we'll talk about in another video. So as part of this high-speed straight, we're coming up to not the light that's in front of us, but the falling light that you see up there that's turning yellow. That would be turn 11, right in front of City Center, which is Harmon. And then we'll be making a left there. Also to be noted, technically turns 11 and 12 are connected to each other based on the map, so of what Formula One has given out for a layout. Correction, 11, 12, and 13 are all lumped together, so once you see me driving through this, I guess it'll make sense to you. Because for coming from a full high-speed straight to this left turn, there's a couple series of small turns, which is right here. But they've connected all that together on the course layout. I don't know if it's a misnumbering, but it's technically 2 turns. And then turn 14 is coming up, but the part where it goes back into turn 1, that's not completed yet, so I will cut at Koval and show you the rest of what you're gonna see as of right now. This is 14 right here, or actually technically where it starts off back at 14 to transition into 1, but the property up to our left and the adjacent intersection is all pretty much empty land that they haven't done anything with yet, and that will become the technical course of, I believe, 1 through 4. But we obviously have to skip all that because we can't access that area. It's gated off private property as of right now, so it'll continue and connect back to between sections 4 and 5. This is the main back straight between 4 and 5. I would assume about 6 to 8 months before the Formula One race, they are going to completely gut and redo the roads here. I say about 6 months out because they pretty much probably won't get it done till a week or 2 before, knowing Las Vegas. So if you're coming to visit in 2023, I would say from right before summer onwards, avoid Koval at all costs, or Las Vegas in general. It's probably going to be a lot of repaving and construction going on for this. Again, we're at the section of the between 4 to 5, just coming down the straight. shortcut and go straight through where turn 5 would be, which technically would be right here to our right, but it's not completely finished yet, but I'll come back to that later. So we are on Koval, right behind the Sands Convention Center, which is technically where between 6 and 7, or technically where 7's at. And that taxi was not in a left turn lane. So this is the section to the left of 14, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not sure how far back it extends, but I will drive around the back side here and see if we can see anything. So that's all gated off private properties from the transition of 14, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can see there, it's all barren land. They're gonna knock all this down and pave it and set it all up. I'm pretty sure it's more inbound, but you can't get too close to there. It's all gated off, obviously. So this is the best view that we could get for now. But I'm pretty excited to see this all come together. There's the sphere that they're building for the Venetian. So you would be turning, coming down Harmon here, and then they would transition to the left curve of 14, and then turning into 1, 2, 3, and 4 would be, again, right over here. Sorry, 4 to 5. It said 5 to 6 earlier, 4 to 5. And turn 5 right here, where it goes. It's under construction still, but let's take a look. And it's blocked off right here. They're still doing construction and building it, so it's supposed to go wrap around the sphere. I believe it's going to. I'm not exactly sure now that I've driven through here what they're planning to do. This obviously isn't that road, but it gives me a little perspective. So again, this is the rough idea of the areas between 5, 6 and 6 to 7, the backside of the sphere that they're building at the Venetian. I figure it's gonna curve to our right here and go around the backside and reconnect back on Sands. But this is all construction area.
One pathetic sob story later.
Just got home. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the Formula One track layout in the comment section, and definitely do appreciate you tuning in and watching the video. Thanks again. Until next time, take care.